Alright guys, it's the night before. I just paid $18 to top off the skid steer up there. Now I'm about to put some diesel in the truck. We're about to go get this dirt moved tomorrow. 5 loads of dirt. It's not even all that much, but you know, I'm just gonna put it on video for you guys. But $18, 3.6 gallons, and I'll probably put like 50 or 60 bucks in here. Just put 90 in there earlier, but I'm already here, so I might as well throw some in there. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. What's up guys, welcome back to a video where check out Entrepreneur Davis. And in today's video I'm about to go out and I'm about to move 5 loads of dirt on a property. It's a site preparation for a house building. The house isn't being built for quite some time, but we had some erosion like I showed you in one of our previous videos, that there was a lot of erosion, and it was right next to Lake Monroe over there in Deltona. So it's 7:05 a.m. and I'm heading over out to the job site. I have the skid loaded up. You probably can't see it, but you can kind of see it right there. And we're heading over there to knock this out. I got my dump truck guy coming in, bringing 5 loads of just straight dirt for a great deal. And all I'm doing all day is sitting there and installing the 5 loads and putting it where it needs to go and kind of fixing that erosion problem that's happening right now. We're not really fixing the problem of it eroding again. We're just kind of correcting where the erosion happened currently. I guess the main contractor, the GC, he's going to handle that, or he has some type of plan for it, because you really didn't discuss that. But I'm only here to do my job, so that's what we're going to do today. It's just going to be regular dirt, but stay tuned here. We got a 37-minute drive, and we're going to get this knocked out. Alright guys, so I'm 10 minutes out, and it looks like my dump truck guy got there before me. I mean, he said he was going to get there by 7:40, between 7:40 and 8. He got there a little early, not a big deal. He says I'm going to be there at 7:46, so my planning was on time, but he just got there a little earlier than what he said he was going to get there by, which is not a big deal. The earlier the better, so I can just get there and get right to work. I'm not going to be sitting there doing nothing. We're here. Look at this house. This house is beautiful. Well, we're here right now. I'm about to unload the skid. I drove right past my dump truck guy. He got it all figured out on which way to go, so now he knows how to get here for the last 4 loads. But as you can see, the loads right there. What I'm pretty much going to be doing is filling in, you know, all that. The main GC did have somebody when I was out doing my 2 memorials, my 2 funerals back in Pennsylvania. He did have somebody come and install 5 loads. Of course, it looks like it rained a little bit more, but pretty much what I'm doing here is just throwing in here. It looks like my dirt is a little bit better than the dirt they brought in. This is some good stuff for Florida. If you guys do dirt work here in Florida, you know this is some good stuff for Florida. So, yeah. I got 4 more of these. And that's what this job consists of. Just kind of getting at this erosion. I'm going to call the GC and figure out exactly where he needs the dirt at most, because 5 loads, even 10 loads wasn't enough. He did 5 loads last week, and so he's doing 5 loads now. Really, we did need 20 like we originally spoke about, but I need to ask him where it's the most important for me to kind of get this dirt in at. I think it's here, but I have to confirm before I start doing stuff. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and unload the skid, get that where it needs to go, and put my boots on. So let me get that done, guys. All right, so we're gonna focus on here. I gave him a call. He said, yeah, focus on this side the most. Got the skid out, obviously, as you can see. Dirt mound, 18 yards right here. This is not gonna take me any time at all to install. I'm just trying to think of the best place to put the camera so you guys can kind of see. Actually, found it. All right guys, so my second load is here. I got the first one installed. We're backing it up now. It's pretty quick. Pretty darn quick. It's a nice truck. Nice Volvo truck. I love dump trucks, man. I wish I could get me one. I just need a CDL. That's the problem. It's never been the money part. It's just getting the CDL, and I should just honestly just go get it. But with everything that I have going on in my life, it's not just that simple, sadly. That's what you would hope, but it never just is that simple. Let me get this guy squared away. All right, so he said he just wants to get paid at the end, which is fine. All in one go, much easier. So I'm just gonna keep, obviously, working this out. It doesn't take very long to get a load installed, as you guys probably see on the camera. This time I'm gonna actually just put it as a no time lapse, just like real time, so you guys can hear the machine eat and see me work. But I might throw some on these little crevices because this is some bad erosion. Just a little bit, maybe like a bucket on each spot that has bad erosion. Because look at that, that's the tally marker of how far the house is gonna go, and it's not looking too good. But I'm gonna mostly put it here though, keep building this up and get this corner right here. Build this all up. Let's get back to it, come on. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. right, as you guys can see, I got the second load installed. I already anticipated that there will be some downtime because he has to sit in traffic and drive over here and pick up loads. So, I mean, that's already a given. So pretty much what I'm gonna do now is just sit here and wait for him. And I was hoping he was gonna be here by the time I was finished this load, but that was wishful thinking, honestly. Realistically, like, it's gonna take him some time to get here, but it's coming out pretty nicely. I don't know if you guys remember when we first got here, we were super duper close to this stake. Now we raised it out another probably 6-7 feet. And it's nicely graded. Nice good compacted dirt. This won't stop the erosion, so maybe the GC has a better plan for that, but right now we just got to fix the erosion because, you know, obviously the customer was not pleased with it, you know, being that water was eroding everything out. Our next load, I might just get us some more over here and raise this all back up, compact it, and, you know, make it look like that all the way down. Let me see here in the back, because he said last week when I was back in Pennsylvania they brought 5 loads again. I can see some track marks, so I believe him, and it looks not as much eroded back here, but realistically maybe they should have waited closer to the time when they're going to actually start building. I mean, it looks like they have some power here, which is nice. Or yeah, they do got power here, right here, which is really nice. But it rains so much during the summertime that every time we do this, it's going to erode no matter what. I mean, I got a little bit different dirt than what's here, so it might help a little bit, but it's still going to erode with the amount of water we get. And, you know, that lake right there, Lake Monroe, it just is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and wait till this dump truck gets here again. And yeah, here comes my next load. Woo! All right, so same thing, back it up, and the GC is gonna be here in about 15 minutes. This is perfect. But yeah, here he comes, backing it up now. Goodness gracious. There's somebody else is here too. I don't know who that is. Golly. Woo! Look at all that dirt. Dump trucks doors be so aggressively. They be hitting the dump truck so aggressively to let all that dirt out. But yeah, so he's gonna go for that first one. All right, so I got stuck for a little bit there, but here's a 4th load. Dump truck guy about to go get the last one, but I was working this way and I got stuck over here, right here, but we just got it out. All right, so here's my last load. I was working at this one, and I'm just getting along here, along this way. Got that whole side over there finished. I got that other load done, but I gotta square him up now because it's the 5th one. So this is indeed the last one. Better dirt than this one. This one's probably the worst one. It's alright. They're all not gonna be done pieces like this. This is a bigger one. Nice. This is a much bigger one. Maybe not. Maybe just because it's lower. Let me get this guy squared up. Nice dump truck. Okay, so the dump truck guy is good. Yeah, so now we just gotta install all this dirt. Yeah, but right here, this is where I got stuck, but I just regraded it, so you can't really tell now. But yeah, I was holding a big load. I lifted it up too high, then it's displaced dirt. So I was too heavy, and then I sunk right into the dirt. And then since I was leaning forward, my skid wasn't getting no gasoline, no diesel, and it went off. And then it was to a point where the diesel wasn't getting to where it needed to get to the engine, so it wouldn't start back up. So I had to jack up the front, put my bottle jack under the bucket to lift up the front end to get it more level, so then the engine could get the diesel it needs. But I did all along this edge off camera. I was trying to get it done because I felt like I was behind since I did get stuck for, it wasn't even all that long. It was like 30-45 minutes, but that's 30-45 minutes that I could have been working. That's how I see it. So yeah, I got dirt all along here. What he told me to do is after we get this dirt installed, he wants me to try to go get a random roller, and tomorrow I'll come back and roll it for additional money. And I was like, perfect, that'll work, because we're trying to figure out a way to stop it from keep on eroding. Even though a roller wouldn't really do it, it's just gonna compact it more. It's better than nothing, I feel like. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can find a roller I can rent and bring out. That probably won't be in this video because I don't know if I'll be able to get it done tomorrow, but it definitely has to be done before this weekend, because this weekend it's going to be raining. But these last two loads have to be installed. This one over here and this one along this way. And then I just have to grade everything flat, of course, after everything's said and done. But obviously this has been brought out way farther. He said right here is good. Looks like I hit the stick. Let me pick this back up. Some dirt around that so it'll stand up. But yeah, he said he was very pleased with where it was when he was here. He was the other black guy that was here. I don't know if I got him on camera or not when I was just talking last clip, but he was that guy. Cool guy, great guy indeed. But yeah, he's the GC of the project, and he's kind of getting this all coordinated. He said next week Tuesday there will be pouring foundation. So yeah, what I might do also is have the same thing I did there. I might come around here and do it and go as far as I can. But you got these trees here, so I probably won't be able to get over here, honestly. I wanted to, but with these trees, they're kind of in the way. But they're helping the property as well. But I'm gonna continue installing the dirt over here. So I'm a little tired, guys. It's hot. But I'm gonna continue installing the dirt over here along this edge, clean up the erosion, and that'll be it for today. But I'm gonna put that on time lapse so you guys can see it. All right, so the machine was doing a great job moving this dirt, pushing over the edge, gritting the back, doing its thing, you know. And then for some odd reason, the coolant overflowed, and it looks like I need to get a coolant flush because that stuff looks bad. Look at that. So it starts up, it still runs, but it just like exploded, and all the water came out, obviously. So obviously it built up a lot of pressure. Still hooked up. It just came from the cap. I don't know. I guess it was just so hot because I've been running it. But still, it's supposed to be ran for a lot longer, be able to run for at least 8 hours in a day, because that's how long people usually be able to run it for. But it's still fine. Just all the water came out. So that's definitely something I need to get done. I need to flush that whole cooling system and put all new coolant in it, because I don't know. That looks terrible, first off. First and foremost. It's all dirty. It's hot, of course. But it's not not oily, it's just dirt all in there. Very watery too, like doesn't really have, I don't know, it doesn't look like a mixture of it all. It's really hot, I'll tell you guys that. You guys probably know that coolant heats up when the engine's running. I don't know, that's really interesting. I don't know why that happened. I mean, obviously it built up pressure. I can kind of obviously, you know, I understand why it probably happened. It just built up and then it blew, you know. The top obviously couldn't hold the water in because it was so hot. But that's so interesting. I mean, it's not going to do it anymore, obviously, until it builds up more pressure. But I think it's because the coolant is dirty. But that's not a big issue, though. I mean, if that's nothing, that's dirt. If I gotta just flush the cooling system and then redo it, that's not a big issue. But I'm gonna keep working. I just wanted to give you guys a little update on that. All right, guys. After further inspection, I figured out what the culprit was. I thought it was an overflow bottle, but I guess it splayed out so much that it looked like that. But this hose for the coolant blew. That's the reason why. It goes right there. Really simple and easy to get to, which is really convenient. Thank God it's only this. So since this blew, and you can clearly see it blew really bad, I'm just gonna go to the nearest hardware store, get a new hose. Probably just go to AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts, get a new hose, come back, put it on, and then continue doing what I'm doing. Because I was figuring out, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It wasn't making any sense in my head. So after further inspection, I started the machine up and just to see for 1 second. And then I came back here and I heard it hissing. I was like, oh, where's it hissing from? And then I seen it coming out this hose right here. So now all I got to do is go get a new hose and just install it. Nice and simple and easy. I'm gonna get some more coolant as well because obviously I lost some coolant in the process. I still need to flush that system because that thing looks murky and dirty. I don't know if that was from when I was using it or if I just missed that when I purchased this thing. I don't know. But I did add a little bit of coolant in there in the radiator right now, so that's good. And low-key, might just let all this out and fill up the radiator, put this to the full line, and then run it. So all I gotta do to let this all come out is just take out this little nut down here. It'll all just leak right out because that's all murky anyways. It's not a complete flush, but it's like a sanity flush where it's like, at least I know I got most of that murky stuff out, you know? Because it's like, I put my finger in the radiator, it wasn't having much, so I put a little bit in the radiator, and then I just closed it back up. So what I'll do is I'll open it back up, put more in the radiator, and I put more in this overflow bottle and take all this old murky stuff out and put the hose back on. So that'll be my plan. Let me get it done. I'm glad I caught it because if you run this thing with no coolant, that's a catastrophic failure. You're asking for a catastrophic failure. But I'm glad. Let's go do it. All right, so I just left AutoZone. 52 bucks later, they had exactly what I needed. I got 3 canisters of coolant, and I got the new hose, of course. And now I'm just heading back. It's only 15 minutes away from the job site, so calm, quick, and easy. Gotta love that. If they didn't have it, was Advanced Auto Parts right next to them, and it was Ace Hardware. So no matter what, I was gonna get what I needed, no matter what. So I'm just glad that they had it, so I didn't have to drive around. But we'll be back there in 14 minutes. All right, guys. So I got the new hose on in there. You guys can see, and I'm draining out this and all that old murky stuff out. I got these 3 coolant I'm gonna put in there, and we're gonna be good. Oh, I guess he's leaving. Oh, I hear Balloon again. That guy was helping me, which is nice. He's a cool dude. He didn't have to. We're gonna let this all out, put some more coolant in the radiator, and then we should be good. We should indeed be good. All right, so I flushed out all the old stuff. Oh, I'll tighten that super tight. It's still not so perfectly clear, but it's better. I rinsed out all the old nasty stuff. Fill up the radiator, more coolant, fill up the overflow, reattach everything, put the new hose on. Now it should be good, but I just gotta make sure to check to see if my hose job isn't gonna leak. That's the last thing I have to do. And then we can get this thing done. This last load. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't see any leaks at all, but I haven't really ran it. Nothing leaking out of here. I'm gonna get back to work. Put you guys on a time lapse. All right, guys. So this whole erosion is mostly fixed, but you can see it gets real bad. Probably look at how deep this is. My foot can fit right down in there. Everything's nicely graded on the top now. It's nice and hot, so everything's hardening up. I mean, which is good for now, but if it starts raining, it gets moist again, then obviously it's gonna get all loose again. But it's nicely graded flat. I'll show you guys a little slope pan. And all the dirt is installed. So, man, there's nothing more for me to do here. I'm gonna take a video for the GC so you can see it. And like I said, you guys want me to see if I can find a roller, or I might even just do a plate compactor, because realistically, a roller isn't gonna be much heavier than my machine that I already have, so it's not gonna have as much effect as he thinks it will. So I would say, what is going on here? Oh, they're meeting. I've never seen that before. 2 dragonflies are meeting right there. That's absolutely insane. That is, I'm getting all distracted. Oh man, sheesh. But yeah. So I'm thinking about just telling them we could do the plate compactor, because first of all, my trailer is not made to carry a roller, and they are really hard to travel with. I honestly don't think I want to mess with that. So if he doesn't want to do the plate compactor, I'll probably just let somebody else do that. If he can find somebody else to do it. If not, then that's my best bet. I can go out to Harbor Freight, get a brand new plate compactor, compact this all down, and then be done with it. You know, I mean, realistically, I mean, we already spoke about it, and he spoke to the customer about it. But they just need a retaining wall. That's what they need. They really do need a retaining wall on this side. That side doesn't get as bad eroded. I mean, the water gets over there and gets some erosion. But since this was built up so high, this is the side that really needs the retaining wall. You may lose a little bit of dirt over the years on that side, but this side, as soon as you get a hard downpour, this side, it gets it the most. But now it's kind of corrected for the time being. He said last week they actually put in the last 5 loads, and it already looked like that after just a week. So there has to be like a better solution than just continuously adding more dirt. And on Tuesday, like I said, they're going to be actually pouring the foundation. So, you know, if you pour a foundation and the dirt's washing under it, it's a recipe for failure. Obviously the concrete, the pad is going to crack. So I don't know. I'm gonna bring the plate compactor and give him the price for that. See if he wants to do that tomorrow or the next day, whatever works for him. But this is all I have for today's video. So let me get to the truck and I'll do an outro. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about how it looks now. Obviously, I brung this side out, which is looking nice and high again. Brought out a good 6 or 7 feet and 2 feet going all the way to the back. I corrected all the erosion. I brought this front part out. I don't know if you guys noticed right here, like a good 3 or 4 feet, because there's a post here. So I think this is where the garage is going to be. So you're going to need a little space for the garage. I don't know how the garage is slanting that way, so it didn't matter if I get out there, but because it slants right to that post. So yeah, they should have probably removed some more trees too along the edge. Like, that was the main issue too. I could have went a little bit farther just to give a little more space just in case it rains and stuff, but I couldn't because of that tree. But let me stop rambling on. Let's get out of here. My work day is finished. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna send the GC a picture. I gotta load up my machine, strap them down, and drive 40 minutes back to my house. So let me go ahead and get all that done, guys. I'll get back with you.
Gino, first of all, this is awesome, man. Great job out here today. But I wanted to share a couple thoughts to see if it could be kind of fixed before it's rolled. Not a huge deal, but I made these this big, this tree here. I was wondering if you can take this dirt and just shave this corner off to get it off of the tree and off the roots. So this right here can be kind of shaved down. Take all this dirt, spread it around the sides or whatever. And then over here, all of this dirt, I made this line here. So basically, shave all this, get all this dirt here, so this can be sloped down, so we can get, sod in here. But take all of this dirt and move it to the side. This is too severe of a slope. I know we have these pine or these palms down here, which I worry about, but if we can get more dirt down here, just so that this is more sloped, this way here, more sloped, I think the starting point is good. But it's just too sloped, and I want to sod it this weekend, so maybe, I don't know, this can be, I think the starting point here is good, but it just needs more dirt at the bottom, towards the bottom, so it can be more sloped out. It's just too severe of a drop off. And again, I want to sod. I'm gonna sod all of this area back here.
Guys, so I actually thought that was gonna be the end of the video, but the customer asked the GC to install 3 more loads of dirt because he wants to give on each side more of a slope so he can put sod in this weekend. So it's actually been well, this is gonna be 2 days ago since I did the job. I'm 2 days after I did the job, I'm gonna say, and we're going back there. We're gonna install 3 more loads of dirt, making great money with it. Yeah, so I'm heading back there now. It's only 34 minutes away from where I'm at. We're going to do 3 more loads, throw it on time lapse. Gonna be calm and easy. I'm getting there a little later because I just wanted all the loads to be there by the time I got there. So all I got to do is get there and just install them. It just makes my job a whole lot easier rather than waiting around, because it doesn't take very much time to go ahead and install these loads. But a lot of my time was just wasted sitting there. Well, not wasted, but I was just sitting there. So I told the dump truck guy to go ahead and deliver all the loads, get them all knocked out, he'll get paid, and then I'm gonna be there. I'm coming later in the morning. I'll be there about 10:30. He said first load he'll get to about 7:40. At least there'll be at least 2 loads there for me to go ahead and install, if not all 3. And that'll be a quick little outing for me, rather than just sitting around wasting time. So that's where we're headed over to right now. I got the scale loaded up on the back there. Yeah, we just gonna get this thing knocked out. That's what we're gonna do today. So stay tuned here with me. I didn't think this was gonna be in the video, but it's so similar. Like, I'm not gonna make this its own separate video, So let's go do it. All right, guys. So I'm back at the job site again. My dump truck guy dropped off the 3 loads. Everything's good with that. He did a great job. Funny enough, I actually passed right by him as he was going to deliver another load. I seen him. He's already loaded up, and he's driving somewhere else. So that guy's gonna move, making that money. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what we got to do today, and then I'll unload the skid and just get it knocked out, because it's only 3 loads. It's not that many loads, and it won't take me very long to get done. But let me go ahead and show you. So along this edge right here, he's saying the slope is too steep. You guys can't really tell, but it is really high up. And what he wants to do tomorrow is he's ordering sod, and he wants to put sod on the side of the hill. I mean, I'm not sure why he wants to do that, but the customer wants to do that. It's his property, so you can't really tell him he can't. So
I'm just gonna throw dirt down all along this edge, going all the way around here and over here as well, so we can give it a more not so harsh slope. So when he puts the side in, it's a nice little slope for him. I might go back with my metal rake and just do a little bit of raking, not too much, just a little tiny bit, but this is essentially what I got to do today. And then maybe on this side, just grade it back a little bit. You know, this is not too drastic. This is like a short side. It kind of already has its own slope. So I'm going to get this just a little graded nicely. I'm going to get down here with the skid and just kind of back grade it down that hill. But that's pretty much what we're going to be doing with these 3 loads today. Just throwing it right off the cliff because I'm not getting down there. There's not enough space for the skid to fit down there. So my best bet is to just go ahead and throw it off. And, you know, it's pretty much hope for the best, really, because I can't get down there. There's trees all along the line. So I'm going to be up here with the skid, throw it down, move over, throw it down. Just hopefully we get that right slope that we're looking for. That's what I'm hoping and praying for. Because there's less of what I can do. All I can do is kind of throw it down there. It would be great if I can get over and make it look like this, but this is not an option. But yeah. So let me go ahead and unload the skid. We're gonna get this done. I got the skid unloaded. I'm about to get straight to it and put you guys on time lapse. I'm just gonna put you guys right down here so you guys can see the whole thing as I'm bringing the dirt over and put it downhill. All right, guys, so I got this kind of sloped down nicely. I think it'll be good enough to put some sod. The guys that are installing the sod has to worry about that more than I do because I'm not installing it. So, you know, it's kind of one of those situations where that's more of their problem. He said this side was already pretty much good though, nonetheless. So I just added a little bit of dirt. This didn't need too much. He mainly wanted to focus on these other 2 sides, obviously, because these are the ones that were really steep. Oop. But I think I gave it a nice little slope to it, where sod definitely could be added here. I mean, it's gonna be hard with all the downpour we get and rain we get that this dirt holds, because there's no way to compact it. It's too dangerous to get on the side of this hill, too close to the water. The hill is too steep. My machine might get stuck. There's a lot of things that could potentially happen that I'm not willing to take it. You can see the water is right here. It's like literally, well, let's say about 10 feet. And over here is looking pretty good as well. Gave it a nice little slope, so it's not just just a straight drop off. I was thinking about coming back with my metal rake and raking, but it doesn't seem like I need to at this very moment. What we really need to focus on is how to compact this dirt off the side of this hill. Oh, this is a rock. That's a nice little rock, isn't it? Yeah. Get that out the way. But that's the main concern. But it is coming out nice. I'm gonna add a little more right here in this corner to give it a little bit better slope. At least see how it's a little flat at the top. But I think it's coming out pretty darn decent. I wish I could just, like I said, I wish I could make everything look like this, nice and smooth. So it'd be a nice smooth surface. But you know, this is not bad how it is. We got about 3/4 of our load still left. And he did ask me to carve out right here, but I don't think that's necessary. With as much washout he gets, we don't want it to be as close to the boundaries of his house. We wanted to have some extra space, so when some washout does happen, it won't affect his structure. So I'm gonna talk to the GC about that, and I think we should leave this instead of, because you can kind of see it a little bit. So he put a couple lines here. He went to carve. I don't know if you can see it covered all the way down this way, going all the way to like right there somewhere. But I do believe that isn't necessary. We have more than enough dirt. I don't know if he was trying to do it to save dirt, but we have more than enough dirt. We don't have to worry about that at all. Right here, he asked me to carve this out just for the tree, so I carved it out with the skid the best I could. You know, it's not an excavator, so yeah. I'm gonna come back and obviously with the shovel and have to get in there and do the fine details, which kind of sucks, but it's just part of the job description. Or maybe I can come from this side and scoop it. which I might actually do. I might come around, go through the road, scoop this up, scoop that up on that side, and make my job a whole lot easier actually, yeah. But it's coming along pretty nicely. It looks like we do have a fair amount of extra dirt. I'm gonna throw most of it on this side because this is what gets the most washout. Some on the other side, but I mean that one isn't too much of a concern. It doesn't wash out that much because that side was already higher from the beginning before they added all this dirt. So this is more of a concern for me. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add some more right here first, of course, and then I guess I'll just add more going down the line. All right, so everything's all graded back down flat, nice and smooth. We have nice slopes over on this side, so I think he'll be able to add some sod on there. It's going to be pretty challenging because it is loose dirt, but as the dirt gets warmed up, it will harden and hopefully hold the shape just a little bit, hopefully. So I'm hoping for his sake. There's no possible way for me to compact this down. Look at me, I'm just sliding down the hill as I'm trying to fix this with my foot. It's not really compacted, but as you guys can see all along the edge, it does have a better slope. So side can be added, of course. Going all the way down that way. And I don't know if you guys could have seen me, but I did come back and grade the whole side that I could get to with the machine. So this is all nicely sloped for the side. Right here, it wasn't too bad. And up this way, I was able to grade it a little bit. But then I got to this tree, I couldn't. So I just was like, all right, well, that's as far as I'll go. But it sloped down very nicely. And I hope the side stays to it. I mean, it's not the best dirt for side either. It's only fill dirt. It's not topsoil or anything like that, but that's what the customer wanted. So they asked me to come back out, do some more work, charge them more money. And we have here, wait, this is the finished product now. I'm actually gonna get my shovel and clean around this tree a little bit, bring some of this dirt down. Cause I got most of it with the bucket. I just need to move some of this dirt from off top of it so it's not as high. But that's pretty much the whole job. And obviously I really graded the whole thing again, like you're always supposed to at the end of every time you do it. And yeah. I'm gonna go load my machine up, clean this up, and then get out of here. Take some videos for the GC. So it's completed. I wanted to really just show you guys at the bottom how high it is. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can kind of see. So this is me standing on the ground, and obviously how much dirt is behind me. It's at least, I'm gonna say it's about 6 or 7 feet tall, as you guys can see. So I got some height. It's a lot of dirt. And everything's finished. I'm just waiting for the GC to come, because you know I don't want to have to come back and fix something if there's something that he may not like or something of that nature. I'm gonna have to explain to him getting this dirt out right here is not really an option because these trees right here, it just won't work. And it wasn't needed either. I carved out around the tree. Looks nice and clean. Yeah. So, and I have the skate loaded up. I'm just sitting there. I was sitting in my truck. All right, guys. So it's been a few days since I finished up those 2 days of projects. Today's Sunday, and I actually did the second project on Friday. So it's been about 2 days. Yesterday I kind of just chilled. But yeah, I mean that's gonna pretty much wrap up today's video. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the numbers on what I charged versus what the dump truck got paid, and what I profited from doing these 2 projects. So on the first day, I charged him $2,800 for that because he's a guy that I know is kind of lower. I mean, I would charge more for somebody that I don't usually work with, but since I do work with him on a lot of projects, I was willing to work with him on the price. $2,800. The dump truck guy charged me $1,300, and with diesel and everything after all those other expenses, I was sitting at about $1,500 in profit. $1,300 maybe. Is around that area. That's for the first day. Then the second day when I went back, I charged him
17 or 1810 because I charged him $900 for me to install those 3 loads because I gave him a great deal, an amazing deal. Because on this project, he had to really pay it out of his pocket. The contractor did, the GC did. So I was like, all right, I'll give you a little bit of a break. And the dump truck, he charged me a little bit more than he charged on the first time since it is less loads and he's coming from such a far distance. So he charged me $840 on that one. And that one I probably made around $800 that day after diesel and other costs of maintenance and everything like that to put towards. And that's pretty much all it went down to. So let's just say it was $1,300 and $800. So we're looking at about $2,100 in profit off of both of those days for my business. It is lower. I would charge more, but like I said, I do a lot of work with that guy, and he gives me a lot of work. I'm actually about to go check out another job for him over close to Universal, a concrete job, demoing it and refinishing it and doing the whole thing, the whole nine. So like I said, sometimes on some jobs when you're working with GCs and you're a subcontractor, you take a little bit less, but you get consistent work if you do good work. So that's why I'm kind of taking that approach on this one. And yeah, I'm very pleased on how it came out. The customer was happy, the GC was happy, and it was a smooth transaction. It's about to start raining on me, but I'll be all right. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, show you guys some love. Leave a comment down below what you think about this type of content. And of course, don't forget to get in your Bible, repent of your sins, and turn your life to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, because that's the only thing in life that truly matters. All these things I do on my channel are great and all, but Jesus Christ comes first. Put God first. Read your Bible, repent for your sins, and you will have a life full of abundance. God will bless you, and you know, you won't be playing with your salvation. But I'm gonna go ahead and head inside. It's starting to really start to rain down on me. And that's all I have for today. I appreciate each and every which one of you guys watching this far, but I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.